All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something that feels like it's straight out of science fiction, a real digital arms race. On one side, you've got AI that can create fake videos and audio that are so good, they're almost impossible to spot. And on the other side, you've got another AI built specifically to hunt those fakes down. It's this incredible situation where AI is both the villain and the hero.
So first things first, what exactly is a deepfake? The name pretty much says it all. It's a mashup of deep learning, that's a type of AI, and fake media. Basically, an AI studies a ton of real media, learns all the little patterns, and then uses that knowledge to create something totally new and synthetic. And the results, they can be seriously convincing.
And that brings us to the real heart of the issue, right? If this tech is getting so good, so realistic, how are we supposed to tell what's real anymore? Our own eyes and ears are suddenly not so trustworthy. And you have to ask, why is this blowing up into such a huge problem right now?
Let's take a quick look at exactly why these things are spreading like wildfire all over the internet.
You know, the danger isn't just some far-off idea. It's happening now. And the biggest reason is just how easy it's all becoming. The tools to make these fakes, they're getting simpler and they're everywhere. That means they can pop up and spread on social media in a heartbeat. And they're being used for some pretty nasty stuff. Financial scams, political misinformation, and really serious violations of people's privacy.
So that's the central challenge we're facing. If we can't trust our own senses to spot a fake, what do? We need something else, a new line of defense that can see the tiny, invisible clues that AI leaves behind.
And the answer, maybe not surprisingly, is to fight AI with more AI. We're going to break down a system that's basically an AI digital detective, one that's been trained specifically to catch other AIs that are trying to pull a fast one.
So how does this whole thing actually work? Well, it's a pretty clean 4-step process. First, you just upload whatever file you're suspicious of, an audio clip, a photo, a video. Step 2, the system does a little housekeeping. It's called pre-processing, but really it's just tidying up the file so the AI can get a clear look. Then the magic happens. Our AI detective dives in, analyzes it, and looks for any of those telltale signs of forgery. And finally, you get the verdict, a simple real or fake, along with a score telling you just how sure the AI is.
Okay, now for the really cool part. How does this AI actually see the fake? What is it looking for? Let's pop the hood and see how it works for different types of media.
We'll start with what might be one of the creepiest types of deepfakes, a fake voice that sounds just like someone you know and trust.
Now here's the trick. To catch a fake voice, you have to stop listening and start looking. The system takes that audio file and converts it into what you see here, a spectrogram. It's literally a picture of the sound. And once you turn sound into an image, you can unleash some incredibly powerful image recognition AI to hunt for the fake.
And this is exactly what that AI is hunting for in the picture. It's not looking for something obvious to us. It's searching for tiny flaws that give the game away. Things like subtle robotic textures, weird frequencies that shouldn't be there, or, and this is the big one, the lack of tiny, natural imperfections that exist in all real human speech.
All right, so we've seen how it handles pictures of sound. Now let's move on to actual pictures and see how the strategy changes for visual deepfakes.
The workhorse for image detection is a powerful model called ExceptionNet. The easiest way to think about it is like a super-powered digital art expert. It scans the image again and again, meticulously, looking for those almost invisible fingerprints and odd patterns that the image-generating AI leaves behind.
But here's the system's secret weapon, and this is really clever. It uses something called an attention block, which is basically a spotlight. It tells the model, hey, ignore all that background stuff, the trees, the wall, focus right here on the face. That's where the signs of a fake are most likely to show up, and it makes the model way more accurate.
Now, for the final boss, video. This is by far the toughest challenge because you're not just analyzing a still image, you're analyzing images that move over time. The strategy here is pure divide and conquer. Trying to analyze a whole video at once is too much, so instead, the system breaks it down into thousands of individual still frames. It then runs its image detector on every single frame, gets a prediction for each one, and then averages all those results together to give a final verdict for the whole video.
Okay, so we've seen all this clever tech, but the big question is, does it actually work? How good is our AI detective at its job? Let's check out the performance report.
This table tells the whole story.
Look at the accuracy for images, a staggering 99.5%. I mean, that's nearly flawless. It almost never gets it wrong. Audio detection is also incredibly strong, right up there at over 98%. But then you get to video and you see where the real challenge lies. 86.3% is still really impressive, but it shows that spotting those tiny inconsistencies across thousands of moving frames, especially in low-quality videos, is a much, much tougher problem to solve.
And seeing it as a bar chart makes it even more obvious, doesn't it? You just see that huge spike for image detection, showing how incredibly precise it is. Audio is right there behind it, and then video, while still doing a great job, clearly shows us where the next big frontier is in this detection arms race.
So what's the big picture here? What does all this mean for the future of just trusting what we see and hear online?
The single most important thing to take away from this is that our best defense is a team effort. By building a single system that can check audio, images, and video, we create a much stronger shield. No single tool is perfect, but together, this multimodal approach is our best shot at fighting back against digital deception.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty unsettling question to think about. This is an arms race, plain and simple. As the tools to create deepfakes get better and faster and smarter, our tools to detect them have to get even better, even faster. The real question isn't whether we can catch today's fakes, it's whether we can keep up with whatever's coming tomorrow.